I'm going to be giving my tortoise Joseph a bath. If you know me, you know I like to take my animals outside every once in a great while so that they can get some sunshine and fresh air. Naturally though, being outside makes them get dirty. So today I'm going to be showing you how I give my tortoise a bath right after he's been outside. For anyone curious though, Joseph does get regular soaking, so he's not as dirty as most tortoises probably are. So if you clean your tortoise using this tutorial and your tortoise is a lot dirtier, it's okay. So don't worry. Anyway, let's get into it. The first thing you'll want to do is fill a tub with warm water. You'll want it to be just deep enough to cover your tortoise's back feet. Place your tortoise gently into the water so that they can get used to the temperature. They may not love it at first, but they should get used to it over time. Let your tortoise soak for a few or several minutes. If the water gets cold, replace it so that the water is a nice warm temperature. This will make it more enjoyable for them and also help any dirt that's on them loosen up. If you see your tortoise opening its mouth and drinking water, don't be concerned. They're just thirsty. However, it is important that you make sure your tortoise's nostrils don't go under the water. The next step is to rinse the top of your tortoise's shell. In this video, I'm using a Dixie cup to scoop the water that's already in his bath and spill it over him. You can use outside water if you'd like, but it's important that the water doesn't get too deep. During this process, you may notice some sediment in the water or some dirt coming off from your tortoise's shell. This is a good sign because it means that the dirt is being lifted. If the water gets too dirty, however, or if your tortoise poops, then you should clean out the water. The next step is to use bristles to break up more of the dirt that's on your tortoise's shell. Here, I'm using a toothbrush, but you can use any kind of bristled brush that you'd like. This probably goes without saying, but this toothbrush will never be used by humans. I bought it specifically to clean Joseph with. When using abrasion on your tortoise's shell, it's important that you're mindful of their comfort. You won't hurt them, but they may find it uncomfortable. If you notice that your tortoise is getting uncomfortable, it's okay to give them a break. However, it's also important that you get the job done and clean them. As you can see, Joseph does not like getting rubbed with the toothbrush, but it's getting a lot of the dirt that's on his shell off. It's very unlikely that your tortoise will enjoy getting rubbed with any kind of abrasive thing, so just keep that in mind while you're bathing them. There's a lot of debate on whether soap is okay to use on a tortoise or not. My veterinarian, or Joseph's veterinarian, said that Dawn dish soap should be okay to use on their shell. And this online forum from years ago seems to say the same thing. So, in this video, I'm going to be using Dawn dish soap to clean the top of Joseph's shell. In this video, I accidentally used way too much soap on Joseph's shell. So if you clean your tortoise and you decide to use soap, do not use as much as I did. Use about half. With the soap now on your tortoise's shell, you'll want to repeat the same process you did before by using abrasion on their shell. Then you'll quickly want to rinse the water and immediately change out the water for some fresh, clean, non-soapy water. I cannot stress how important it is that you don't let your tortoise soak in the soapy water. Change it immediately. You may have to rinse your tortoise a couple of times before the soap is completely gone. As you can see, no more bubbles are visible once he is rinsed well. Make sure that you're positive no soap residue is left on your tortoise. Letting your tortoise walk in the water is a good way to make sure all of the soap is off. Once your tortoise is all rinsed from the soap, you can have them soak in some clean water again. However, your tortoise is probably tired of being in water by now, so it's time to dry them off. The easiest way to allow your tortoise to dry is to place them on a towel or paper. I like to use an old dish towel that I don't use anymore. If the environment your tortoise is in is cooler, you may want to place them under their heat lamp so that they are warm while they dry off. However, you shouldn't use other heating equipment to dry them off, such as a hair dryer. It's best to allow your tortoise to dry completely before putting them back in their home. That way, any dirt and debris won't stick to the water that's on them. If you've made it this far into the video and found it helpful, please consider subscribing. We have a very loving community and it would be great to have you as a part of it. Once Joseph was all clean, I took him outside and he enjoyed the sun. If you want to see more of Joseph, let me know in the comments and I'll make some more videos about him. I hope you enjoyed seeing me bathe Joseph. He's such a good boy, even though he hates baths. If you like my content, I make stuff here and on TikTok and on Instagram, and I also have merch, so yeah. Bye! Kenneth says bye too. Bye!